What's up, y'all? It's your girl Tammy Capri, and this is a diary of a mompreneur. So, what has been on my mind lately is over the holidays. Well, it's New Year's now. It is Sunday, January 5th, 2025. And we just started a new year. But over the Christmas break, I agreed to let my children's father come visit for the holiday. Now, a little backstory for those of you who are new to me. He and I divorced back in 2017. It was a very, very toxic ending. It was a toxic marriage. Well, it didn't start off that way, but it turned into a toxic marriage. Um, Long story short, I don't want to bore y'all with that story, but I will get into that story another time. But long story short, his drug addiction ultimately led to our divorce. Fast forward till today, um, I agreed to allow him to see the kids here in Georgia. He still lives in PA. He has been down here once, and it was about 2 years ago. That was the last time he came. At that time, he came with his family. So I thought it would be okay. I thought it would be good, but they were at a hotel, and of course my kids were over there at the hotel with his cousins and everybody. But 2 years ago, that situation, that time, my son called me when they were at like a Golden Corral or a restaurant or something. And he was just saying he didn't feel comfortable because his dad kept looking at the waiters or dazing off or whatever. So in my mind, I'm like, is this man still on drugs? Um, but I spoke to his cousin, spoke to his family prior to that happening, and they had told me that everything was okay. So after that incident, and this was 2 years ago, after that incident, he had not been out here. So he decided to come out here for Christmas 2024. Now, because that situation played in my mind, of course, your girl was going to vet the situation out, right? So he told me maybe around Halloween that he wanted to make a trip, him and his brother, to come to Atlanta. And I'm like, okay. So I said, let me do my due diligence to make sure it won't be a repeat of last time, because I definitely don't want to expose my kids to that again. Like, they had been having an amazing life since transitioning here to Georgia. They've been happy. They've been living. They've been kids. Like, it's been dope, and I don't need a reminder of that, a constant reminder. Now, um, if you're wondering if he keeps in contact with the kids, he calls here and there throughout the years. He'll send 10 or 15 or $20 whenever he can. I don't expect much from him. I don't ask him for anything because I know what the situation is. Fortunately, I've been blessed. God has done amazing things in my life to where we are good. So even when the kids ask him for money, or when he wants to send money, I tell them no, like, he needs it, like, and I understand he wants to send it, but if he needs it, he needs it. So I'm probably like the only baby mama in the world that would probably do that. And if you do that, shout out to you, because it ain't about them at this point. They're my kids. I'm gonna take care of them. But anywho, so I did my duty, and I vetted him. Like, I was like, all right, since he want to come out here, I need to make sure I'm having conversations with him often. I want to see where his mind is at. So ever since he told me that in October, I made it my point to stay in communication with him, just to see if I could pick up any signs, just to see if I could pick up any indication that he was still on his BS. And he seemed to be cool. He seemed to be okay. He ended up booking the tickets early November, and the tickets was booked. Meanwhile, I'm still vetting. I'm still talking to him. I ended up having a conversation with his brother. just to confirm everything. They were coming down, and I helped them look for a hotel and whatever. So I'm thinking, okay, everything was cool because when we're communicating, he doesn't give me any indication. Now, mind you, it's not like we were busting it up on the phone all day, every day, right?
Mommy,
yes.
may I get an ice cream sandwich?
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's not like we were busting it up on the phone all day, every day. And it's not like we were on the phone for hours and hours when we did talk. It would be maybe let me call him at 7 in the morning just to say, hey, good morning, what you got going on? Let me hit him in the afternoon to see where he at. Let me hit him in the evening. Like I hit him at different times on different days just to see, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know somebody's habits or pattern. I just didn't want to call him every single morning at the same time if, his BS started at night. But everything seemed cool to me. So I'm like, all right, cool. This should be a cool experience. When he gets down here, it was okay. And I am by no means bad talking him, but this is my diary, and I am expressing how I feel. But it was, to me, I'm like, never again. I don't want to do this again. Now, Mary Jane, if y'all know what I'm talking about, Mary Jane plays a big part in his life. Mary, if y'all know what I mean. And I normally would not care. I mean, it does not bother me. But if you know you had an issue with a drug addiction before, to indulge in anything, any substance that can alter you, your norm, it may, I thought it cut off. It may affect different. It may hit differently. Let me get my charger because it's the battery's dying. And here we go. It may hit differently, and you may react differently. So as soon as they got out here, that was the first thing like they went to go get. And I'm like, all right, cool. I don't mind it, but after I saw the effect that it had on him, and he was like nodded off, sleeping, looking dazed, and not the normal, but it was like excessive. It made me think, is he on something else? Is he still on these other things? And I had a conversation with him and his brother. He kind of like, he was on a vibe like, yo, you always coming down on me. Mind you, I had not said not one word to this man about any substance at all except for that time, because it's not my business, but once you're around my kids, our children, it becomes my business. And I just told him like, yo, like, yeah, my parents was here, and they're looking like, yo, he's still on the same stuff. You're supposed to be getting yourself together. You're supposed to be like really getting up on your feet so like you can get real time in with the kids. But it was to the point where he was nodded off a lot. He slept a lot while he was here. He didn't stay at my house. He stayed at a hotel. He slept a lot. And then when he was up, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen my kids in 2 years. It was just like, I don't know. I mean, I would think if somebody ain't seen their kids in 2 years, I would be like, yo, let me do everything with them.
Can I try this real quick?
And,
Can I try buying this real quick?
Yeah, I'm vlogging though. I don't want you to end this conversation. Go in here. Let me finish my conversation. Side note, I am not the mom to badmouth or talk in a way to where they may think I'm bad-mouthing their father. I've never done that. So that's why I had to wait till she leaves to finish the conversation. So, who's calling me? But yeah, I um had a conversation with his brother, but his brother noticed it too. And his brother was like, I tried to tell him, I tried to talk to him, but I mean, he gonna do what he do. But everybody played it cool. My family was cool. Like nobody drew too much attention. But I have two teenage boys who are very aware and can see with their own eyes that something wasn't right. And it just did not sit right with me. And I'm like, we did not come all the way this far for us to still be seeing this side of him. And I'm not even gonna lie, it was very triggering for me as well. Yes, I've been through therapy. Yes, I've healed. Yes, I've moved on. Yes, I'm in a better place. But it was still affecting me to see that I had not seen him like that in a while. And it just made me, for one, say, never again, not like this. But for two, just feel so bad because our oldest son well, he'll be 17 this year. Our youngest daughter, well, our only daughter, but our youngest child will be 10. And it's like all these years are passing and you are missing out on all of the memories, everything that they're doing, the basketball games, the dance, the cheer, the football games, like just the funny moments. And it's like, I feel sad because it's like, that is what makes life. The memories at the end of the day, the time spent, and you don't get that time back. You do not get that time back. Yes.
Can I get one of your ice cream sandwiches?
Sure, you can have an ice cream sandwich. Is the kitchen clean? They always like to bother me when I'm vlogging. You want to say hi? Say hi. Okay. All right, you can have one, but I'm vlogging.
Okay.
All right. Hurry up, but let me finish. But yeah, but that's it. I will always keep him in prayer, and I just hope that, things get better for him, and especially for the sake of our children, because they deserve their father. They deserve the best version of their father. And at one point of his life, he was never like this, right? But them drugs, man, like them drugs. And to watch somebody really change and transition right before your eyes and can never bounce back, can never get back to who they were because of the after effect. Like, it is just so sad. But I will say, I am so grateful. I am so grateful for him because he is a big part of the reason how I was able to pursue my first business. He is the reason why I have, 50% of the reason why I have 3 wonderful, amazing, beautiful children. And for that, I will always be grateful. I will always be grateful. But yeah, that's my diary entry for today. Let me know if you've ever experienced anything like that or dealt with substance abuse in your relationship. How have you dealt? How have you coped? Are you still dealing with it? Let me know. Leave a comment, hit the thumbs up button, and also make sure you check out the podcast. It's on this page somewhere. But I love you all. I will see you next time. Bye.